Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a couple of big targets who will try to be key contributors in both the pass and run games today. It's the Raiders going up against the Buccaneers. So let's get you over to Tampa as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we saw Larry focus on the tight end matchup in his open. You think it's one to watch, don't you?
Definitely one to watch because these guys can create such big plays by all the different things they can do. Line up out wide, in the slot, line up in a normal tight end position, and then who are you going to cover them with? Is it a linebacker, a defensive back? They create mismatches all throughout the game.
Two teams that met back in Super Bowl 37 in San Diego. The Bucs and Raiders are underway. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Tampa Bay, led by their 6'4" quarterback, Jameis Winston. So far in the season, now they're coming off the bye week, but Winston, 9 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. What have you made of his play?
Well, you remember when he was at Florida State, he would take some of those big shots downfield and try and fit in some of those tight passes. They're trying to coach some of that out of him, but not all of it. They don't want to take all the magic away from him, and he's coming off of a win in his last appearance against Carolina.
The first carry now for Doug Martin, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
In 2015, we saw the Doug Martin that we saw as a rookie, didn't we?
Absolutely. A 1,400 yards, second only to Adrian Peterson last year.
And he really helped a young quarterback develop by taking a lot of pressure off of him.
Now he feels good coming off that 5-year deal he signed in March.
Feels even better about that.
On 2nd down, Martin. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll try to throw now. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Ready, blue lady. 3 down, 3 down.
They run again on first down. Martin. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Evans has it left side. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
You remember me? You remember me? Ready.
Winston now to throw on first down. He completes it to Evans. No gain, and it's 2nd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Roger. Hey, guys, check me out.
Back to the ground, Martin. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Here's Winston. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That one good for 15 and a first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
You got 3 down. Ready. Check Mike, 9-9.
From the red zone now, Winston. Stocker's got it, complete. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Watch tight. Tight end right. Ready.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They'll run, Martin, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts the defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Oakland Raiders and Derek Carr, and that loss to the Chiefs in Week 6. Carr 22 of 34, 225 yards, a touchdown and an interception.
The numbers aren't bad, but the turnovers, right? You mentioned the interception. How about the fumble that was caused by Dee Ford off the edge for Kansas City? Those are the types of plays that make it difficult to win, but Derek Carr has really continued to get better and better as he progresses in his career.
They come out here in the eye.
Red 18. Red 18.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. A gain of 3, second down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlight at wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go with Murray again. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Darryl Smith is a very reliable linebacker who can rush off the edge and also cover in the secondary.
Third down and 4.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. We ready? Wide 88. Wide 88.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got time. And that's complete to Walford. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford. And now a first down following that long gain.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down. All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Crabtree with it over the middle. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Again, it's Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 2nd down, Winston again. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Travis Carey back deep for the Raiders. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Oakland Raiders get set to take over again on offense, and their running game, they had Latavius Murray out again week 6 with a toe injury. What are you seeing from their backfield?
Well, they're not getting the same type of production. Latavius Murray is one of the most underrated backs in the NFL, so trying to cobble together a good run game with him out has been difficult, so they've leaned on their wide receivers and passing game because you've got Amari Cooper out there, Michael Crabtree, and then Michael Rivera runs some pretty good routes at tight end too.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey. 4 down. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class, and there was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
4 down.
Murray, the lone setback. They're going to give it to him running right. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go. Wide and 8.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground.
We got 4. We ready. Wide and 8.
2nd and goal to go now. They'll run the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. Still back there. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Ready, watch 25.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Tight right. Four down. Ready, blue lady.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Surveying the field. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Doug Martin. 3rd down here. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Check right. Ready, blue rider. 54, right there.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Double tight. Everyone's got 4 down. Ready, blue lady. Mike's by 4.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
Now that's the Doug Martin we saw, not just in his rookie year when he burst on the scene out of Boise State, but how about in 2015 when he earned a big-time contract extension from Tampa Bay?
Yeah, you mentioned it, from Boise State, 31st pick back in 2012.
3 down. Hey, check. Ready, blue lady. Where's that up?
From the red zone now, Winston. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But the point after now for Aguayo. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the defensive unit for the Buccaneers as they get set here. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first-half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
We ready? Wide and yay! Wide and yay!
Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
We ready? Red 18, set. Red 18.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Cooper's got him. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. Now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They start the drive with Martin. Look at the spin. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
2nd down, Winston. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left. 3 down. Ready. Blue lady. What's that up? 57. Mike, 57.
Winston with a give to Martin. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go now. Blue lady.
They run it again with Martin. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Jameis to throw it. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Justin Ellis able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Carry on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance. because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, during the last commercial break off air, you and I were going back and forth comparing who's done well in the receiving game so far across the league. Who do you have down through week 6?
Well, Julio Jones, of course. Remember that big game against Carolina where he had, 300 yards plus receiving? I mean, he was a monster in that one. A.J. Green continues to be one of the best receivers in the league. Amari Cooper continues to develop for Oakland. And how about Greg Olsen in Carolina? A tight end on that list. He's number 2 in the league right now in receiving.
Tackle is made by Clinton McDonald.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3rd down and 5.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, Brandon, these two have formed a pretty good partnership. Cooper in his 2nd year, Carr in his 3rd. But what makes a duo great can also be their downfall when you go to the well too often. And this ball is one that Derek wishes he could have back.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Watch right. Watch right. Watch right. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. White 25.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 22. Blue eyes on 22.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And Brate, the tight end's got it. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step back.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The first time All-Pro in 2015. Khalil Mack able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Back now as I search for my cue card here. There we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now carry. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. Partner, let's revisit the NFC East for a second. We talked about this last week, about how good that division is. But what about the Cowboys now 5-1? Can anybody catch them?
I don't think that they're out of reach, but I can't believe that we're actually talking about Dallas at the top of the list right now, because let's go back to the offseason. So many losses, and then Tony Romo gets hurt in preseason. Who saw Dak Prescott doing what he's doing and the defense playing as well as it is?
Yeah, Washington 4-2, but Dallas has already beaten them head-to-head. Give him 2 yards on that play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Hey. Here we go. You got 3. Three down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, it's Holmes. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Tight end's left. Tight end's left. 4 down. Here we go. Red 18.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Here's Wolford over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Carr again. That's caught at the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time.
Way.
They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Janikowski on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Strong left, strong left, strong left.
First down, Winston. He's got time. Shorts has got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
Field's right. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Ready, blue lady.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On first and 10, Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Winston now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Jameis on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on third down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Jameis to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go. Red 18.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Let's look back now at this closely contested first half. As we look at the numbers, the only thing that really matters is that we've got a tie game. We'll have another half here to figure out who can come out on top. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Buccaneers have it at the 4. Martins is going to take it off the left edge. This run caps off the drive with the score. Buccaneers is up now by 7. Raiders come out on 3rd and 4. Carr finds his mark in coverage, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 38-yard line. Score stays the same, though, as they miss the field goal. 2nd and 2 coming up. Martin's looking for room to run. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score. That takes the lead up to 7. Raiders have it late in the 2nd. Pass coverage will break down here. This play goes for a score. We're brand new at 14. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. For the second half, let's get cross-state to Tampa as we check back in with Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
We got 4. We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Second half starts with a run by Murray.
Run, fellas, run.
They'll get 23 yards there, and it'll give the Raiders a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
3 down. Ready. Blue lady. Where's that?
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Winston now. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd and short. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. And he finds a man, it's Martin. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Everyone's got four down. Ready, flip and check back and check.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. Great protection. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. 2nd down, Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. The first carry.
Not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He goes left side, and he has dime. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They run, Martin, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Ready, blue ladies.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. Call it a pickup of 7, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Carr now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Double tight, double tight. Hey. 4 down. Wide and 8.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And some space here. They'll get 17 yards there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
If you give a guy like Latavius Murray a little bit of help, and he got it on that play, how about him sealing the edge, right? Creating that space so he could get to the corner. And then what came into play? His speed.
Yeah, speed shown there on the sweep. Big-time run.
Yeah, he's an explosive back when he gets an opportunity. Love to see him get that speed built up. And once he sees it clear, he goes.
Red 18. Red 18.
First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Second down following the run. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end left. You got 4. All right, here we go. Wide and 8.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on a draw play. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Tight ends on the loose. All right, here we go. Zebra.
They'll run the option left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Roberts, complete. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
We ready? Wide at the 8.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now they'll run. Murray. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. Here's Jones. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts, a 5-yard touchdown. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
It's up and good to make it 21-17. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
They try to fire up the running game with Martin. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Jameis on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
We got three down. Let's go now. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Holding, defense.
That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everybody, move out.
Following the penalty, Martin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Alert. 3 down. Let's go now.
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Easy. Check safety.
Second down, Winston. He's got time in the pocket. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Play fake, Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he's got some space here. And cuts out right sideline. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Carr now on 1st down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Jones. Ooh, with a juke. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
I got one. Ready, easy.
On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch left. Switch.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Surveying the field. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Ready. Blue lady.
On second down, Winston again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Watch right there. Watch right there. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Blue lady.
On first and 10, Winston. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again, it's Winston. Goes underneath to Martin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Jameis to throw it. Looking for someone to throw to. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And on second and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start, offense. Still second down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. All right, go. Blue lady. 57.
Jameis again. And that's incomplete. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. And Aguayo's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Here we go. Wide and Yates. Wide and Yates.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Pro Bowler Brent Grimes brings him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. Here's the option going right. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Whoosh.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On first down, Carr. This will be caught inside the 10 and eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw here's incomplete. Murray the lone setback. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Winston now. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
84. Who's got 84? Check 84.
One receiver to the left is Evans.
Get on the point right here.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. Complete. He finds Bray. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Jameis now on 1st down. Drops it off to Martin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got time. All kinds of time. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 35 that time. And it'll give the Bucs a 1st down. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Cecil Shorts that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Ready. Watch A9. Watch A9. He's yours.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. He hits Rodgers in the flat. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To the air again with Winston. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Alert. All right, here we go.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field.
three. We got three, fellas. We got three. All right, here we go.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Tampa.